everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is sponsored by Aura, so a big thanks to them for sponsoring today's video. But as you saw in the title and thumbnail, we are very saddened here on the farm. We lost a dear member of the Walker Farm fam, and that was our dog JoJo. So you guys probably saw our last video, but this time the coyotes got the best of Joe and he did not make it. So that is our very bad news that we have today. But life will go on, life must go on, and stick around because later on today we're going to be laying Joe to rest towards the end of the video. But right now I have some responsibilities while Cassie's gone. I have to feed little Benjamin, our little lamb right here, our little ram lamb. Also, we already had this pre-planned, but we have some shearers coming to the farm today to shear our alpacas and our sheep. So I've got to prep for that. But right now, I made our little ram Benjamin a bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and let him eat this. Oh, there he goes. He loves his bottle. So I'm going to get him fed, and I'll catch back up with you in just a minute. So Benjamin finished off most of his bottle. I had to put him down so he could have his normal eating habit. But one of Benjamin's favorite things to do is follow me around. So I want to show you guys real quick as I walk back to the house exactly what he does. So, and Shelby, now I'll tell you right now, Shelby isn't her normal self without JoJo. She is kind of down, not coming around the house as much, staying out by the trampoline. But I think she definitely is mourning JoJo, but she's doing okay. She's eating and doing her normal stuff as far as that goes. It's just, she just seems kind of like she wants to hang around, not do a whole lot. But Benjamin loves to walk around, and I never fully understood the meaning of Mary Had a Little Lamb until now. Everywhere that Gary went, the lamb was sure to go. The kids are also sad about JoJo, but they did not want me to bury him until they got home. So I told them that I was going to get the hole dug this evening, and when they got home, then we would do that. So that's what I'm waiting on with them. So Benjamin made it all the way up here to the house, and I've got to go in and get his bottle cleaned up. But while I do, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of video from earlier where I was getting the eggs prepped to send off. Today is egg day. You guys probably know what that means. It's the day that I gather all our eggs up from our last few days. I make sure they're all cartoned, so I get them all into individual egg cartons by the dozen. Right here, I have 6 dozen eggs plus more, and I take them to our local food pantry. We love to be able to take our eggs, donate them, and be able to give back to the community. Well, they started something new at the food pantry where they want to track my information. So I bring the eggs in, they want my name, and they also had my phone number, my address, and they also want to know how many eggs I bring in each time. Now, they have great intentions. The intentions behind this is to track how many eggs I donate. And at the end of the year, they want to send me a nice statement that tells me how many eggs I've donated throughout the year in case I need that for anything for myself. Also, they sent me a nice thank you card a couple days ago where all the workers had went in there and signed it. In this case, tracking information is good. They're wanting it for a good reason. They're doing a good thing with it. But have you ever done a Google search of yourself? I did one today, and let me show you guys what came up. Just a little bit of information. Past addresses, there are sites out there that you can go to that try to store all of these details about you. They want to track any information they can. Your address, your past address, your spouse, your parents' names, everything they can get on you, they want to track and be able to sell that. I don't know about you guys, but that makes me feel uncomfortable. Once they get enough information, your full address, your phone number, your relatives, they package all that up and they sell it to scammers and spammers. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are getting my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. Cleaning up my information helps reduce the amount of spam I get, And it also reduces the chance of all my information getting into the hands of people that want to do bad things with it. You may have seen this recently in the news, but AT&T had over 73 million records compromised and released on the dark web. I have bad news. I was one of those 73 million. I got the notification on April 17th that my information had been compromised. They recommend those affected use strong passwords, monitor account activity, and consider credit freezes or fraud alerts from credit bureaus. Well, Aura does all of this for me. And I don't have to download several different apps just because a company couldn't keep my data secure. Even though my information was included in the data breach of AT&T, I don't have to worry because Aura is always on, always working to keep my data safe. I value my privacy, and if you value yours, you can go to aura.com/WalkerFarmFam to start your 2-week free trial. You can also find this linked below in the description. So we got Benjamin's bottle all cleaned up and put away, but man, I know I'm partial to spotted animals, but he is so cute. So I tried to get Benjamin a little taste of the sweet feed, but he has to eat it on his own and I can't force it down him, but I want him at least to know what it tastes like, and I think he liked it. He took a bite or two, but his belly's probably full. His primary food source right now is still the bottle, as being a bottle baby, bottle ram, and he is doing good though. So there is your update on little Benjamin. For now, I'm going to have to leave Benjamin in his pen because I don't want any donkeys or alpacas or anything stepping on him and hurting him. But if you missed it over on Catching Up with the Walkers, we also have another new member to the farm, and we didn't plan this, but Ranger had already named, or Cassie had already named Benjamin his name, and then the next day we went to pick up a new spotted Jack donkey, and guess what his name is? Benny. So Cassie said we're not changing it. We have a Benny and we have a Benjamin, and that's the way it's going to be. So out here in the donkey pasture, we have the 3 girls, Dolly, June, and Loretta. There's Loretta right there in the back. So we have them girls. And then we have Benny. Hey, Benny. Hey, buddy. What do you think? So Benny is a friendly Jack. He is between 2 and 3 years old. And if I can get back from him, I want to show you guys some of his markings, but he's just going to follow me around, so that's okay. But you can see he has some beautiful markings right here. Try to get a side profile of his head. And we are hoping that we have some beautiful spotted foals out of him one day whenever we get our donkeys bred and they successfully have some foals. Benny also wants to follow me around wherever I go, just like our little lamb Benjamin. They do have something in common. But right now, I need to get ready for the shearer who is coming today. Shearer is kind of a funny word to say. So I'm going to be moving about 3 of these panels that are in this pen up front over there. That way, whenever he gets here, we can just kind of push the alpacas in there. They can do their thing. It won't be any big deal at all. So I'm filling up the water tank before I get the panels brought up here. And while I do, I'll go ahead and tell you guys everything we know as far as JoJo goes and what happened to him. So if you didn't watch our last video, you guys can head back and watch it. That'll probably fill you in on most of what we think happened. About 3 to 4 days ago, we saw a coyote really close to our fence. And I yelled at him 2 or 3 times. He wouldn't run away. And so I had Cassie bring out something to take care of the problem. When she did, he ran off at that point, and we weren't able to do anything to take care of that problem that day. So fast forward a couple days, it was the day of the auction. The Eddy family farm was here picking up their trailer and looking at the chicks, and we noticed that JoJo had probably been in some kind of a scuffle. He was walking around fine. He didn't have any major gashes or anything that looked like he needed anything. He also just had his rabies shots not too long ago, so he's up to date on all of that. So that is what happened to JoJo at that point. Like I said, he was walking around okay, doing okay, and then we don't know what happened overnight, or we don't know what he got into the next day, but we found him the next day and he had lost his fight. He was no longer with us, and there was nothing else that we could do at this point. So he has been a part of our family for so long. He has been by my side. He used to go on runs with me. He's probably ran, I don't know, 100 times. He would run right by my side. We'd go anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5 mile runs. But he's been by my side here on the farm as I do farm work, watching out for the farm, and probably most likely he died taking care of our family and our farm by guarding it. So that is with a heavy heart. The stock tank is now full. I got my water turned off, but you guys know that's life in general. We are not promised the next day, any day. And unfortunately, JoJo was an older dog. We knew that his days on this earth were short, but we do feel like he was taken too soon from us. And we are going to be doing some coyote, some predator hunting. We have some friends that have offered to help us out, being able to help see at night. And so we'll probably be taking them up on that offer, and we are gonna make sure and take care of any coyote problem that we see from this point forward. We don't apologize for it when we do. We do it to protect our livestock, and now we do it to protect our pets, like our dogs. And part of an animal passing on for us, a pet that's been with us for that long, we definitely are gonna do a little burial for him. The kids wanna see that, so that's gonna be later on in the video. Right now though, I have to get ready for the shears because they're gonna be here at any time. So I got all the pins set up. I'm basically just going to take the sheep out of the barn down here, and I'm gonna put them in the pen that was Sir Francis Drake's. And then once they get down here in this pen, then we'll bring them down here in this little tight area. It's about a 10 by 10, and that will allow them a spot to shear right there. And then Shelby's taking a little nap. She's a good girl. Yeah, she'll. I have the alpacas set up in this little pen right here, little 10 by 12 or 10 by 10. And I have all 4 of them here under the barn where they can get in the shade. They should be here in about an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the chores and get the sheep up so they'll be ready to go into their pen. Sheep. Watch out, girl. That's not yours. Sheep. Come on, baby. Hey, back. It worked. I have all the sheep, counting the babies, and the main 4 though are the biggest 4, and those are the ones that are going to get sheared. They usually do not shear the babies the first time. They're only a few months old. Their wool's not very long yet, but this is probably perfect timing. When I called the sheep up, they didn't really want to come up and move a lot because it's starting to get humid, but this is late May, and June, July, August are our hottest months. So getting them sheared right now, make sure that their wool doesn't grow back in those last few months to get extra hot then. Well, they are finishing up their food. I'm gonna go ahead and move them on out. Come on out, girls. So I couldn't chase them out, but they'll come out on their own apparently. Come on, girls. So the best part about this pen is it does have this natural shade, and while they're waiting, and then the babies will be able to hang out right here while the mamas get sheared. So shouldn't be too stressful on them. They need it. You can see they've got all that wool. Needs to be off, and they'll be a lot happier without it. So I just got a text message that he is 10 minutes away. They are on the way to get all these guys sheared up. They're gonna look a lot different, guys. These sheep are gonna feel so much better. The alpacas will feel so much better once they get here and get this done. So right now, let's take a look at them shearing the sheep. She's a lot cooler now.
Yeah. Guys, are you doing anything? I kind of rolled it before I should have, but you can literally take it and lay it out.
See her entire body?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really cool. That is our biggest girl too, so that's a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why, and it's colored. It's pretty.
Well, we can see her dot again. Whoop. It's right there. And you can also see how big Olive is. She's a big girl. Dot is mostly wool. Olive, not so much. And Muffin's getting finished up.
Maybe it'll spit on the camera.
I mean, they spit at each other and like maybe caught a little bit of the crosshair, but like, I don't know, maybe we're just lucky. So you guys can see they're doing an awesome job, and I did ask them though about our black nose cross with baby doll, and about how often that they would need to be sheared. I don't know if he'll know by now just by looking at him, but I'm going to go ahead and bring Benjamin out there and see if he can look at his wool and just kind of give me an opinion. So let's go show him to you, Ben. So the alpacas are finished. Honey and Mariposa are looking good. Can you imagine how much cooler they are now? I mean, I bet they have to feel better. And then Alvin and Alfred are looking sharp. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get them out in their big pasture. All right, girls and boys, you're free to go. All right, go on. Go frolic in the meadow. You're sheared. You should feel better. Now you just look like aliens. So Xena can come in and check on her babies now. All right, girls. You're free to go too. Everybody's going to be feeling a lot better. Got a lot cooler now, aren't you? All right, go on. Okay. They're out. So that went super smooth, just as it always does. Integrity Shearing does an awesome job, and they come in, they get it done, they get out and on to the next one, and they're very professional. So with Benjamin being half baby doll and half black nose, if he turns out to be our ram one day, they said that should be fine just shearing one time a year, just like with the baby dolls. So that's everything we have here as far as the shearing goes. So now, when the family gets home, we do have to do the part that probably I'm dreading the most, and that is laying JoJo to rest. One of the best dogs we've ever had. So we'll show you guys that right now. Well, this is the end of the road. This is not how I wanted things to end. Right now, JoJo's final resting place is gonna be right back here by this old H brace. And just thinking about JoJo, he's been with me a long time. He was here when we planted the trees. He was by my side when I dug each one of these corners. So I think I probably dug by hand, I don't know, 30 or 40 different posts. And right after we bought this land, JoJo was our first dog on this place. He went around with me. He was always by my side. If I was outside, he was with me. And so I dug those posts. I know it's deep enough that we can put him there. And that's what we're gonna do. So the kids did not want me to bury him without them being here. So all I'm gonna do right now is go ahead and get the hole dug out and get that ready. And then I'll let them be a part of covering him up whenever they get home. So. So you can see that was a lot easier to do. And why are we sharing this? Some of you might wonder, why are we sharing this? Well, I don't think everybody realizes how people do it in different areas. When I was at the vet in Pryor a little while back, they had a big fees and cremation services for dogs. And then there's people out here in the country that you have 60 acres, you have a spot to bury an animal, and that's what we do. So we don't do this obviously with every single animal, different sizes and different things, but when it's a dog and it means a lot to us and it's been part of the family, family member for 8 years, that's what we do. So. So the kids got home from school and we have Benjamin Button out here with us, and it is actually raining a little bit. We also have Shelby right here, but Mazzy and Ransom wanted me to wait until they got home to bury JoJo. Why did you guys want me to wait?
Because we love him.
Because you love him?
I want to be
Okay, so what was one of your favorite things about JoJo?
that
Ransom?
he could shake.
That he could shake? JoJo always knew how to shake from day one. If you snapped your fingers, put your hand out, he would put his hand up and shake with you. Mazzy, what was one of your favorite things?
He was so cute.
He was cute. He was a nice dog, wasn't he? So the kids love JoJo. We all love JoJo a lot. And he was part of the family. And we are going to miss him greatly, aren't we, guys?
Wasn't he here when we started?
Yeah, JoJo was here when we started Walker Farm Fam. And you guys remember what he used to do on the hay bales?
Yeah.
He would jump up there with you
Not
guys.
Shelby's.
And he would chase you guys.
Maybe this one.
You think Benjamin Button can? So we're just gonna wait until the rain eases off, and then we're gonna go out and cover up JoJo, and that's pretty much all we have left to do though before we end the video.
You want to kiss Shelby? If you just put your lips up there, he'll do it.
Okay, so the kids love Benjamin Button right now, and of course Shelby. She's doing good.
Kind of kiss me.
All right, I think the rain's starting to let up, guys. So Benjamin will walk, won't he, Mazzy?
Yeah.
I guess it's because he's a walker. Benjamin Button walker. The kids all absolutely love him.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Jingles. Hey, Jingles. Hey, buddy.
Back to the stage first and then do it.
We've been waiting for the rain to quit, and just as it started to quit, Ransom looked up in the sky and said, "Look, a rainbow." So that is a beautiful rainbow. I don't really know what it's doing on the camera if you guys can see it very well, but look, Sissy.
Oh. Wait, I will get something.
Mazzy had to come out and get her own picture,
I got into my phone, but
making her own memories.
take a picture of Dad, take a picture of a rainbow.
All right, there's a new development. We're
Double! There's like a fade of one on this side. On the top of the...
So there is a second rainbow that's appearing right there. So making this a double rainbow. And look how bright those colors are, Mazzy.
Remember what this reminds me of? What? Never flooding the earth again.
Never flooding the earth again. God's promises to us, right? So we got Joe taken care of. Family's headed in to get ready for bed. And I think it was pretty special to see the double rainbow in the sky as the kids made me wait. They made me wait till this evening when they got home from school to take care of Joe and do the burial. So thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to spend with us. Don't forget about Aura. If you guys are interested, the link is going to be down in the description. A big thanks to Aura for sponsoring today's video. We know that you guys will be missing Joe too, but we thank you so much for following along. We hope you have a great day, and God bless.